over, Jacob.
Ooh, what's up, buddy?
Rush, kill, destroy.
Look at this.
I
New
know.
graphics.
How'd you feel when you heard the intro music tonight? I was feeling pretty good, man.
Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like euphoric. It's been
saw
so long.
I saw you smiling, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I saw you smiling.
Joey, bro. Oh, bro, you know, I mean, we've been talking about it. Life has been. Oh, Christine, what's up?
What's up, Christine? Yes,
it's been hectic. Life's been nuts. What's up, Nate?
It's so nice to see people jump on right away. We definitely appreciate it, and it has. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I can't even. Greg, what's happening, man? I can't believe the last time we did this core was September. Actually, it's amazing.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then a lot has gone on since then. What's going on, Mary? Greg, what's happening? Yeah, well, you know, I mean,
hi, Mary.
People have probably been keeping up a little bit, you know,
yep.
with my surgery and all that kind of craziness, and
Absolutely.
that actually has been going very well. But I was a tough go in the beginning for sure, dealing with a little bit of scar tissue and just sleepless nights and just chaos and all that other fun shit. But
that was
11 weeks ago today. Imagine that.
That's crazy. On a Monday night. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Before I forget,
crazy, bro.
Before I forget, I want to just say because I have the tendency to do this, and it's nice to get back to things and kind of restart and regroup and remember why we do stuff and everything that has influenced us to do this stuff.
Yes.
Credit to the music because I did feel excited as well.
Yes.
Coming into it, having Invading Species allow us to use that song that fits so beautifully to our intro now, as well as Chris's stuff from the old Spaz band and whatnot. So cheers to them for allowing us to use that music to make our intro super cool. So like I said, I do forget to thank these guys, so I want to make sure I do that. What you
drinking there, buddy?
I am drinking.
Oh, Nate's on the same page. He's asking too. Look at him.
He's on. Oh, thanks, man. What's ever similar? So I'm drinking Workhorse from Counterweight.
I was extremely unsuccessful in locating that today.
Yeah, I know. We had talked about it, and I think, you know what, we should consider it, since we do a lot of promo with our libations. Maybe some of these guys might want to sponsor us in the future.
Well, you know, that's something that we can definitely add to the agenda for the next meeting. I'm drinking this from the new place down in Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Meta Brewery.
Nice.
It's a nice crispy Pilsner.
Heck
and
yeah.
I see Nate's got some lovely IPA going on there.
Space Grass. Awesome. That's killer.
Nice. Very good. Well, welcome everyone for popping on. It's been so long. I don't even know what to do with myself right now.
So to your Mary, sponsored by alcohol. You guys are hilarious, and I totally appreciate this. I'll do the best I can to field the comments, because as we get into stuff and start talking about stuff, I have the tendency to look away, but I really appreciate the comments. They keep us going, they make us laugh, and that's what we're here for, to just destroy Monday and forget about things for an hour or whatever it is, right?
Exactly.
So
forget all of it. Just come in here to the zone that we're all going to get in.
Come into the crush zone.
Yeah. So great.
So like you said, dude, 11 weeks to the day. Is it really to the day, actually?
Yeah, bro. Today, 11 weeks.
You should tell us about that experience, because when we finished our last episode in September, we were kind of I know you thought.
I was waiting for that,
Christine. You know what? I have mine on. I don't know if I'll show up before the end of the night. I have no pants on. I have my uniform on. We can talk. We'll broach that subject later.
Go, boy.
But we
okay.
We had our last episode. We got we knew that you were going in for knee surgery, and there was holidays. There was actually, I think at the time, there might have been a little bit more hope that things were going to open up more. So we were like, not really pushing it, because we were like, you know what, we want to get out in the world. We want to go see some fucking music. We want to do so. We're not going to push it. You know, we had With like
we saw Clutch, right? I think that was the last show like prior to my surgery. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we saw Clutch, and that was an actually pretty interesting experience for a Clutch show, especially, and for our first kind of indoor big show. It was pretty. It was an interesting vibe. I don't know how you felt about it. I was happy to be there. Obviously a very different experience for us for an indoor music show. I don't know how you feel about that.
Well, honestly, what we were just talking about, you could tell, I mean, not knowing exactly how many tickets were sold, but you could tell that there was a lot less people there than normally would have been.
Without a doubt.
But people are a little fearful still and all this stuff. So you got this whole idea of no shows, and it's real.
And you're going back, we're talking about September. Yeah. Was that September?
Yeah. It was September or October, but but you have that going on. So, I mean, but it did feel weird because usually you don't see that much open room at a Clutch show.
Yeah.
Even when we went down to, down to the pit.
Yep.
It was like, I mean, there was people there, but it was definitely not like wall to wall. You could definitely walk down there and just kind of stand and
definitely
do your thing.
So we that was the last show we saw. We were able to catch that, and then you had the surgery in
November 8th.
November 8th. Wow.
Yeah, it was 11 weeks ago today, man. Pretty crazy.
So when
you came down and picked me up, and I came strolling out of the hospital in a wheelchair.
You did.
Half buzzed on some kind of crazy cocktail they gave me. Michael, what's happening?
Mike.
Then it's been a lot of ice, a lot of electric stim stuff to recoup muscles, and then now the bone's basically healed. So
ice and electric stim, that could be a good Clutch song.
Oh.
Ice and electric stim.
Yeah, that's not bad, bro. But so now it's just a lot of rehab. Twice a week for who knows how long. Like while I have to go to a place, and then after that, I'll be just doing it at home or going to the gym.
And that was, Christine's sister's on. Hello, Christine's sister. What's up?
What's up?
That I think I think going into I think the knee surgery it was like, because it was at the end of the year too, it was kind of good for us too. We were like, you know what, let's take a break. We didn't want to push what was naturally coming to us, and what we had been enjoying. And I think obviously the holidays, everything was like, it was getting crazy, and we're like, let's take a little break. And then there were a couple of events that we didn't really have much of a choice.
Yeah.
Because I ended up getting COVID. Actually, my whole family got COVID, which was interesting.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I went on for a bit, and then it seemed to spread to so many, folks, like more so than the first go around, right? Like a lot more people like ended up having it. What's up, Jeff? And yes, Mary, you're right. It wasn't normal knee surgery. It was actually a combination of knee surgery and then actually having what's called an osteotomy, which is basically
osteotomy,
breaking your leg. Like it's basically cutting the bone, straightening the bone out, and then they put a plate and some screws in, and then they send me home in Jimmy's truck.
They were like, Corey was like, get me osteotomy. I
gotta get out of here.
Liz, what's up?
Liz?
Nate said he's getting over it now. So, and as we talked about, that when we did have a chance to go to the Clutch show, it was, as you were saying, like people were still a little skeptical or fearful or whatever it was. But we thought, we kind of thought we were on the upswing. We expected some stuff to go down in the winter. And that's pretty much what it did. COVID got rampant or whatever. A lot more people get sick. Thankfully, within our circle, everyone seems to have dealt with it in their own way and not gotten super sick. Which I'm really glad about. But those chain of events just put the Crush Corner on hold. But here we are, and we are back. We are back.
So here, and I'm so happy about it. Like, it's ridiculous. And, there were some random like questions that might have came across around like who our guests might have been and stuff like that. But it was more like, well, let's just see if people can tune in and see what we're doing. But the reality is, it's just us. We're here. We're gonna talk to you guys. We're gonna chat about some stuff. Like Drew was saying, I was just recapping what I've been dealing with for like the past several weeks.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to share with you some stuff, some thoughts about expanding the platform, doing some stuff different, talk to you more about the brand. So it's going to be a fun time.
Absolutely.
We're appreciating all you joining in.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, you like my new hair, Joe? Yeah, that's good, right?
Corey's got new hair for 2022. It's looking really nice.
I tell you, man.
I like it a lot.
Who knew the bald look would have worked out so well? I guess, as they say, I have the head for it.
So I definitely was a little rusty coming into our format here and our layout and pushing buttons and stuff like that. But it's good. It's it feels like a new exploration now coming into 2022 and thinking about the Crush Corner and like I gotta get my groove back and start messing with StreamYard, which is advanced and added some really cool things. And I know Liz is watching; she'll appreciate this stuff that I haven't noticed in a little bit. The background music, we've got this option now. You set the mood on the Crush Corner. And this is awesome. And this is why we ask all you guys to watch us. This is why because we just want to dance for you.
That's right. And speaking of that, though, there's also been some stuff that you've been busy with over these last 12, 14, 16, 18 odd weeks.
Yeah.
Related to music, right?
Yeah.
Pounded on those cool drums.
That is true. It was like probably the part of it was unrest from not being able to do this or haven't had taken the time to do this. So I'm a restless person and I just need to, if I'm not doing something creative, I get a little antsy. So
sure.
Yeah, definitely a lot of time going into the hand pans and really, really enjoying it. Part of it was the isolation that we've been feeling and not really, after I got sick, I was admittedly cautious about things. And I was like, let me chill for a while. Let me kind of hibernate. So it paid off in a sense because I've been writing a lot of stuff and recording a lot of stuff, and that's another story, but I'm super stoked about it. Hopefully in the spring, I'll be able to release all the stuff I've been working on.
Well, yeah. Like Joe just mentioned too, you played out, at an art show, you added some background ambiance music there. And then you've gravitated into something that I've never really even heard of called like sound bathing, which is really fascinating, but it's pretty awesome too.
It's it is. It's really interesting, and I think there's almost a comical aspect to it because of first impressions of Jim the tattooed biker guy, and then I'm promoting this new thing that I'm doing at this yoga studio, which is kind of alternative healing and sound resonance and sound healing and stuff like that. But
what's really cool about there's two things to say about that. One is what that guy called you when coming out of the yin yoga session that I sat in on. They called you the gentle giant.
Yes.
But then there's also this aspect of the full circle aspect of it all, right? Like all of the stuff you've done with the Buddhism and the things that you feel like close to and the spiritualism that you have and how that kind of comes just full circle. Because I see, obviously you can kind of hear that somewhat through the drum. That connection to all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's what's also very cool because it's almost like, again, like a full circle thing, right? I mean, you started playing accordion and, drums and piano and all these things. And then all of a sudden, here you are in like a new venture, new instrument. It's all pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, and it is cool too, because even with Crush, Kill, Destroy, it's the same. I mean, obviously it's a reflection of me because I've come to create the brand, love this brand, bounce things off of you, and we jive with it and stuff. So it is a reflection of this at first glance sort of thing, Crush, Kill, Destroy, and then there's these undertones of this insight or clarity or maybe subtle hints of Eastern art and whatnot that I appreciate. So it's all there. It's all there.
Absolutely. No, it is. It's all there and then some, my friend. Yes, sir, Billy.
So we have I talked to you about doing a new segment.
Yes, which I thought was a really great idea.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Something that I thought about, and especially coming into the first episode of the year of 2022.
Dave!
I thought it would be. Am I missing Dave? This is perfect timing, Dave. So I thought it would be a good idea, or a good. It just felt right to maybe periodically throughout the year, once we get our groove going on, to do this new segment, and take a look back, not only on, like we just did, take a look back on 2021, but take a look back on some of the people that it was actually so hard, because I think every guest we had was amazing in their own different way.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
So to go back and say, let's, as I thought about it tonight, I was like, let's touch on some, earlier guests, later guests, whatever, and kind of reflect on that. So I just want to revisit some of the shows that we did and talk about tonight for guests that we had. And so here it is. This is our new segment. We've had guests on before. We're going to revisit and talk about what they might be up to now, and with my own personal experiences of becoming closer to these people, talking to them, and keeping an eye out social media wise, and chatting with them and seeing what they've been going on. So our reflection on our past guests is called "What You Crushing."
What you crushing?
Yeah. So I think one guest for me, and probably you as well personally, that stood out, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, perfect timing.
Yeah.
Oh, our old buddy Dave.
Our old buddy
Dave. Christine says Dave, and I think Crush Kill Destroy was this, for Dave and I, was this kind of reconnection of an old friendship that was based around the tattoos and the tattoo scene. And
that's right.
And then when Crush Kill Destroy, when I kind of launched it and reconnected with Dave on social media, and he gravitated towards it and was really into it, it was cool. We had a chance to start talking more, rekindle our old love affair, so to speak.
Oh, and it's hot and heavy.
It's hot and heavy. And honestly, I think, coming to the last year of doing the Crush Corner, and the last couple years that I've reconnected with him, finally having a chance to see Dave, what you had talked about for a long time.
Yeah,
he made his way to Connecticut, and then just really felt like we didn't skip a beat as far as just chatting and stuff like that. So I thought that was super cool. The very funny thing, and if Christine is still on here, I don't know if I told you this, Corey, but when I met up with those guys, they were kind of messing with me that Dave wasn't going to be able to come to Connecticut, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to bug him, whatever, So I go to meet Christine at the hotel that they stayed at. I walk into the hotel room. I said, hey, I never met Christine before, which is awesome. And I'm talking, I'm kind of like, and Dave is actually in the room sitting on a chair, and I don't know it, because I'm just like, Christine is someone we've connected with. I talked to her, just chatting. I'm like excited. I'm like, cool. And I'm like, and I hear, hey, turn around, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's sitting in a chair. So
that's so great.
And if there's folks that are hanging out with us tonight that maybe don't know Dave, I want to show. I have a thing that we used when we had Dave on the show. It's some of the photos, and they're all mostly, I believe, are all folks with CKD stuff on. So let me play that real quick.
Cool.
So just a really cool collection of people, and I said it when we had Dave on the show. Of it was how there was more than just someone wearing one of our shirts. The personality was completely captured in those photos, and I still love going back on that and looking at it. So
absolutely.
And I think talking about where Dave is at now. I think it's really important to, he was very, very candid, and I know he won't mind me saying about him talking about his cancer, and the things. And I've, if you follow him on social media, you might know some of the roller coaster ride that he's had with it. And one of the more recent posts was that things were pretty stable. So it was some. Thank you, Dave. It was feel free. This was so great to see that post and know, I could go back specifically and read it, and it might not be a bad idea because I don't like to blab about stuff that I don't have the facts about, or that I just make. I don't want to sound like I'm making stuff up, because I'll get all
smart of you,
right?
Yeah.
And actually, I love it's worth it, because the post that he made, the photo alone
is great.
The photo alone is completely worth showing.
Oh yeah.
So let's take a look at the photo first. This was the post. And we're going, I don't know when this was, a couple weeks back. Oh, January 10th, actually. Okay, so not that far back.
2 weeks. There it is.
Look at that sexy bastard.
Look at it. Look at him.
I almost didn't read the post, because I was like, oh, look at that hunk. Less talk, more entertainment. Yeah, all right. One thing I noticed when I reconnected with Dave, he was still a smart ass, so that's good to know. But I'm going to read this. I'm going to read Dave's post. This is Dave's. If you go on Instagram, as hold du jour. I stood on the precipice and stared death in the face. He said, "He's the lightning." I smiled and informed him that I'm the storm. Today I got test results back from all the tests I've had over the last 2 weeks. I'm officially stable. In the 8 weeks I've been off chemo, there's no change in the nodes on my lung, and all organs are working perfectly. Blood work came back awesome, so I'm on a 3-month plan now. No more chemo, at least for now. Wash away this nightmare for now and live. Winning, baby. I love that part of it. So, thank you. So,
bravo.
Well, what's Dave up to now? That's what Dave is up to now. And Dave is kicking ass, and Dave was still, gracious enough to come down here, hang out, watch the band play. And he actually got, in a selfish sense, I'm going to show some of these photos because they're of my band, dude. And I really love these photos that he got. This is from did you see these, Corey?
I saw a couple of them, but I don't believe I've seen all of them. But I did see some stuff posted.
Yeah, these are great photos from the cellar on Treadwell.
Oh, that's a nice shot right there.
I look real. I love the lighting. He made me look skinny, so that in itself is a really beautiful thing. And
Dave, yeah.
And when Dave was down here with Christine, we got this beautiful photo. I really love this.
That's a nice one. Look at that.
Captures our longing connection. And then when Dave was down here, he had been talking a little bit before he came down about rescuing this dog, and I think it's a really great thing, and I know Dave would agree.
Oh yes, gotta mention Scout.
So that's Scout. So there's some good shit happening, and I'm very, very happy for Dave. And
wow, yippee yo, yippee yay!
Snoop Dave is in the mother grabbing house.
You know it.
And all through this constant battle and feeling like shit. I mean, the guy came out to the show that night to hang out with us. He wasn't feeling great.
Yep.
Still blasted off a bunch of photos and said, "Hey man, I'm gonna go get some rest." He was here, and I was really very grateful for that. So Dave, cheers to you.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy. I love you. Dave. Definitely jump on Instagram as hold du jour. as I like to say, as hold. I don't know why. I think it's as whole du jour, but either way, let's not forget the slap shot. I know there was so much. I started looking at stuff, Dave, and like I said, go on Instagram, check out Dave's stuff. You won't regret it. It was really beautiful black and white photos. I really love it. Cheers to Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Dave. All right, I'm gonna keep moving along, and Corey, cut me off, interrupt me, help me out if I get lost. I am drinking
I got you, man.
Relatively high ABV beer. I haven't had much dinner.
I got you, man. I got you.
Let's use this comment as a segue.
Joe, you probably do know him from IG.
He probably does. Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. So look at this. Cheers to Dave. And guess what?
Okay. Hey, you don't have to twist my arm at all.
And also, you know what? Cheers to Liz. Because as a past guest, I also want to mention Liz because I think Liz is awesome.
And you know what?
Damn it.
I agree.
And I think
wholeheartedly.
Let's go back and take a look at the episode we did with Liz, which I had to go back pretty far because the time is just like cruising by and it's incredible.
Well, this is episode 36, I think.
I think so, yeah. And this might have been, I forget which one. I think Liz was like 20, 25 or 26, something like that. So Liz D. Savoy, let's take a look at a little clip that we had from after our Crush Corner with her.
Let's do it.
There is something very powerful in going through the fire, letting it scorch you, and then coming out the other side. You know, it's not easy. It's very scary to let go and break down. But you know, in that little emotional death that you have, you are literally reborn. And I know this sounds so incredibly hokey, but to grow, you do need to experience that pain, and you have to allow yourself to experience it.
Some depth,
right?
That's Liz
going through the fire and letting it scorch you, and experience some emotional pain. Are you kidding me?
That's like some shit.
It's so great to go back and watch an episode like that, and then hear this something and have it smack you right in the face, and it's like the epitome of what Crush Kill Destroy is all about.
Right.
I mean, it's funny talking about Dave and then listening to what Liz just said. It's like this is exactly what Dave was doing, going through fire, letting it scorch you, and coming out of that. So I really do. I appreciate everything Liz does, and now I have and you and I talked about this, Corey.
We did
way more appreciation for what Liz does.
Yes.
And if you want to, I don't know if you want to talk about that, because we chatted and we were like, yeah, man, like just tonight getting all this shit together, I was like, huh.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, so her show, I would highly recommend you guys got to get out there and check it out, because she does a great job with bringing on some really cool guests and does a nice, real job of, structuring the interviews and doing everything. Oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. Planet Lisdom.
Yeah, another.
But the thing too, yeah, but like you said, we were talking about this just yesterday. The other thing that's really incredible about what she does is she's solo. So like, I know you do like all of everything, like what everyone's experiencing tonight, seeing the pictures and everything, you're popping everything up.
Sure.
And I'm here to try to help guide, continue, keep us on task on the agenda and follow some of the stuff going on with the comments, so it helps you out. But Liz is doing this all on her own.
Absolutely.
So you got to commend her. I mean, because, it's hard to pull it all together and do all the stuff you do, plus be the host. And
right.
You have to try to, bring in the humor, which, by the way, I thought, and I'm going to forget his name, but the Kids in the Hall guy and everything you did, I thought was great. It was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, again, and you could see the passion, and she's got the energy to want to continue to move it forward, and it's just great. And another huge depiction of what, the CKD, mindset's all about. So it's awesome.
Huge. And not only is she doing it alone with the podcast, but it's every week.
Right.
I was thinking about it tonight, and I was like, God damn, like Liz she's like making notes, talking to people, doing her post-production stuff every week, and I was like, oh my God.
Well, yeah, and her I'm gonna forget. I could, if I saw him, I probably remember. But the rabbit, the name of the cartoon that she keeps up with too, right? I mean, there's a lot of stuff she's keeping up with.
A lot of stuff. Yeah. As for whatever reason that we cross paths with people, or however we connect with people, there's always a lightning moment, or a like kind of like a aha moment to the people that we come in touch with. So she's a very busy person.
Well, I see Roy there, man. I haven't seen him. He's like right over your right shoulder, dude.
Oh yeah,
he's right there. Everyone say hi to Roy. What up, Roy?
Peter Rabbit. That's it.
Peter Rabbit. Thank you. I'm trying to. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, to keep up with that and create the different themes and sketches and things that are going on with that cartoon, even that alone is like a full-time job, in and of itself.
And I think we gravitate towards people, or people that we want to take time to be like, to highlight, if that's the best word, I don't know, highlight, connect with, and be like, hey, this person's crush, kill, and destroying. And Liz really does all of that stuff.
She does. It's amazing.
Yeah,
and great. And like you said, every week.
So if you don't know, definitely I think I have a couple of links. Yeah, YouTube, follow Liz's YouTube, Planet Lisdom, social media at Planet Lisdom. And I have a little clip of her, not new venture, but continued venture, and she's just kicking the shit out of stuff with her own podcast, and she has now approached this.
Hi everybody, starting this January 6th live at 8 p.m. on YouTube, Planet Lisdom is coming back for season 2. This week our honored guest is going to be Spenny, one half of Kenny versus Spenny from Showcase. So everybody tune in, turn on, and take part, because you truly never know who's going to land right here on Planet Lisdom. Actually, wait, you do. It's going to be Spenny, so tune in. I'll see you guys in the comments section.
Bravo!
Season 2, and honestly, as I was looking at stuff, I was like, damn it. Or actually, in the last, not even tonight or the other night, looking at stuff, trying to catch her last couple episodes, I think really got me fired up to get us back in the groove. And I got to show this again, because tune in, turn on, and take part. I love that. I wish I could steal it, Liz. I want to steal it, but I can't, and I won't. We have, I usually feel, pretty accomplished and proud when, some of the catchphrases we've introduced or come up with Crush, Kill, Destroy, do what you do again, damn good. But there's something about that I love for the podcast itself and what she does. I love that. So,
no, it's awesome. No, it's great.
And it really, honestly, Liz, it really sinks in, because I hear that phrase and I hear her say it, and I'm like, it's Thursday night, man. Like, I gotta get this kid to sleep. I gotta go watch Liz and see what she's up to. It's so cool. As someone that you and I have been trying to do our thing with this stuff, and watching her, it's super inspiring.
Absolutely. No,
it could be very thankless too, because there's there is a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into it.
Yeah, absolutely there is. Yeah, it's not something that you just wake up and it's there. It's all about effort and having that passion and putting it in.
Absolutely. So cheers to Liz. I hope that we can connect either virtually or in real life in the future.
Yeah, we gotta make some fun things happen.
Yeah,
have to do it.
Absolutely.
We'll get more into that later.
That's a good idea. Dave says, I still say you should dress as a garden gnome and shout, "No one's getting me, lucky soul. No one's getting me, lucky soul." All right, I said it wrong. I know. No one's getting me, lucky soul. That's the more alcohol I consume, that's more of a reality that can absolutely happen.
Yes. Let's do it.
So we're gonna highlight 2 more friends that we have met through the Crush Corner, and
I love this, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I really think it's a good idea, and it's a fun way of, like you say, kind of talking about where people were, where they are, And it's like the mindset still just pushing along with the CKD.
Yeah, and too, Corey, like this stuff started. It's not that we just sit back and talk about stuff. We've been very fortunate to have we have in spite of COVID, real life experiences and meeting people and connecting in real life, and they are just as fucking golden and beautiful in person as they are on the internet. So that's a refreshing thing. We love you guys. So thank you for that. Thanks for being awesome, damn it. Liz, so I just smashed my beer into my screen, clinking bricks. Oh, yeah. Oh, take note, people. This is the fun stuff that we go back on and look at, and I record, and then I make little videos out of it because it's even more hilarious at midnight after we finish.
We've talked about it, and one day maybe at least it's just a reel. It's just a reel you put out on YouTube of all the after hours.
It'll be an hour's worth.
Well, maybe not all of it. Maybe not all of it. That's probably not a good idea. But a good portion of it, it's probably hysterical. People will be cracking up.
I mean, there might be a couple that Christine might want to see with the uniforms and
Yes.
Some of the stuff that she sent from the shop. But that's we never got the after hours thing together. So we'll get to that. All right.
We're gonna get to all kinds of fun things.
Crush, Kill, Destroy. The Crush Corner episode. Yes.
Hold tight. Got two more people we gotta just talk about here, and we're gonna keep it moving.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
And I think I have a you know what? Let me do a little quick promo here, and I'm going to take a look at my notes and recenter, because after all, this was born out of a clothing line.
It was. Then it's amazing.
And COVID has kind of squashed a lot of stuff for us, but we don't give a shit because we're back. We are on fire, and we love doing this stuff, and we love everybody hanging out. So a little Crush, Kill, Destroy promo. I'm gonna do some meditation in the next 30 seconds, and I shall return. Funniest thing just happened.
Tell me.
I felt something under my foot. It's like I thought I cleaned up good, but there's some trash on my floor. I don't know. It's like some garbage on my floor. I can't even believe it. I'm trying to be a clean person. There's just bottles and everywhere. I don't know where that came from. Anyway.
Damn that bottle.
All right. Okay. So anyway, this one I'm actually very excited about. This next this next back guest, and
I love it. Let's do it.
This was closer towards the end of the year, I believe, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we had this connection happen somehow, and it kind of
wasn't it through Nate?
Yes, it was. I'm glad that you said that. Yeah. Let me see what what's Nate up to. Is he still hanging out? Nate, you still hanging out with us?
Where
you out there? You out there somewhere?
Nate.
And Nate, also a incredible human being. Unfortunately, we had a tricky connection that night when we chatted. But we should revisit Nate and also catch up with him. And I mean, I kind of know what he's up to because he's just pumping out awesome artwork and stuff.
There he is.
But Nate, what's up? Okay, so yes, thanks to Nate and the time that we had a chance to chat on the Crush Corner as fragmented as it was still a great time. And then I had a chance to talk with him afterwards, which was computer crashes and chaos, which was really
happens, cool. Brother. It's all good.
Yeah, totally. But Nate put us in touch with redemption. We'll definitely do it. When Corey and I get our groove going into 2022, we're definitely going to revisit some past guests as well as a whole list of new people that we want to get on here too.
Yeah.
Sure. So Nate put us in touch with Adam Pomerantz and Tyler.
Yep.
I had, which was very kind of coincidental, so to speak, because I discovered the video that Adam and Tyler made with Neil from Clutch, just from my algorithm feed, Clutch, and I was like, oh, check out this cool video. This dad and this kid put this thing together, and Neil offered to sing, and then when I talked to Nate, he was really as a very generous soul, was like, fuck man, I don't really have too much to say. You should talk to Adam, and I thought that was super cool. And he did. He put me in touch with Adam. And again, so here's a picture of Adam and his son. And we again, all this time, Corey, like I'm saying, we've had, this, I talk about Dave that I knew for years, but have since kind of rekindled or just brought the friendship up to date, so to speak, in real life beyond what we do here in social media. Liz is a connection through the internet. We do chat all the time, and it's really nice. And she's very outspoken, and she's a very honest person. So the connection is strong through the internet. So you make these friendships one way or the other. And then Adam, I've actually been in touch with, and I've talked to on the phone. I've been doing some work with him for his album covers, not necessarily artwork, but just formatting stuff and trying to make things a little bit easier to get his music out into production and stuff. So it's really nice. It's we joke he's a funny dude, and
he's a funny dude.
he's a real funny dude. It's a really good time. Like, I really enjoy talking to him, and
that's great, man.
And he's a good person.
I appreciate it, man. You know what I mean?
He's
the whole DIY concept of everything. We're all dealing with it.
That's it. Yeah.
How do we help each other out a little bit here and there? You know what I mean?
DIY concept is strong in so many different areas of creativity.
For sure.
Because you get lost in the big corporate creative things. You can be swept away, especially with music.
Greg.
Especially with music.
Greg's right.
God, there's so many good songs, Greg. So many. I'm not gonna lie, I do have the new album. It's a perk of helping out. And I know, I mentioned it to Adam. He's a wild dude. I thought he was gonna jump on tonight. But if you are watching and you didn't catch that episode, there's a promo for Adam, and that whole album is just incredible. So just to make things clear to everybody, this is a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah, that's very important for everyone to understand.
it's very incredible. Playing with his dad, Adam. They released an album last year. These guys do not slow down. This kid just writes music and just shreds on guitar.
It's amazing.
They got a new album coming out. I think it's March 1st for a release. They have Adam did a promo. It's a little long, but if you guys want to take a look at this, or if you got to go take a pee like Corey and I do sometimes, it's about a minute and a half. And there was no way I was going to cut it down or edit it, because it goes through a little piece of every song on the new album. And it just, the guitar work, the bass work, the drums, the guest vocals on this thing is just incredible. So Delco Detention is the band, and you guys, I'm gonna keep an eye on your comments, and let's all take a look at this, and then we'll hear your thoughts and yours as well, Corey. So let me find this. Delco Detention from Pennsylvania. Remember, 10-year-old kid shredding his dad, Adam, who is our age, I believe.
He's the drummer, right? Drumming it, right?
He's a maniac, yeah.
Yeah, very good.
This is a promo for their new album that comes out in March. You all set?
I'm ready.
Buckle up, buckaroo. Buckle up, baby. Buckle up, rock, paper, scissors, show. There's no return.
God,
just
my God,
heavy. There was
I
so
don't even know what to say.
when I talked to Adam, he was they were getting pretty close to getting the album done or whatever, and he was like, I reached out to this local guy. I think the song's called War Is Mine, and it was just the dude saw them doing some Clutch covers, and he was like, hey man, I could sing a Clutch cover if you want. It'd be funny. He was like, and Adam said, why don't you do an original? And that's the song War Is Mine on the upcoming album.
Oh, nice.
And Adam sent it to me, and I was blown away, dude. It's just incredible. So I think you have the files now with Adam's permission, so you should definitely
seriously
have
cool
a chance.
Rips, man.
Yeah, it's totally, check that out. So delcodetention.bandcamp.com. You can find those guys' music. Also, social media, I believe, Facebook and Instagram, Delco Detention. Delco, which I wasn't, is Delaware County, which
yes,
and
Delaware County. Yep. No, but they are. I mean, for those that weren't on when we did that episode with them live, I mean, they played.
Yeah. Oh, so
highly recommend checking it out, just because it was really amazing to see.
Yeah.
This kid just, I mean, I don't know, 10 years old.
And a sweet, really sweet kid too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, super humble kid, right? I mean, like a typical 10-year-old kid. But I mean, his talent level is just beyond reproach. And that's the thing that hopefully more and more exposure occurs. And he's something.
And like we said, do it yourself stuff. Especially music business is not easy. I asked Tyler too on that episode, I don't know if you remember, Corey, how the kids at school reacted, and he was just like,
oh yeah,
it's like they don't care. Which I get it.
Yeah.
Liz is hitting all the wrong emojis. She's stoked. So I'm stoked too. I feel stoked right now, guys. This is actually great. And Nate, this is fucking awesome, man.
That's so great.
He got to see Adam and Tyler play live. Spent some time at the crib recently. It was so this is this real live awesome connection that I really dig, like to see people come together like this, dude, for especially in the creative sense. And we've talked about this in the past too, Corey. If someone has the thought that they're like, I'm not really a creative person, it's not always limited to making music, making art. living creatively and taking some chances, and living outside of the box is creative in itself. You know, maybe Nate was like, "Fuck it," you know, I'm going to go hang with these guys and hang out. You know, and that in that moment is a creative moment, and I think that's what I appreciate.
You know me.
About, yes,
I even said to you we should drive down there.
Yes.
I mean, that's just, again, it wasn't necessarily 100% realistic at the time for whatever the reasons were, but it's for that reason, though, like you said, to be in, not only to check out the band and whatever, but to then connect live with these really cool folks.
Well, that's the right now, the limitations with COVID, you know, we're all cautious and stuff like that. But that's, like you said, that is an element of creativity that I've always appreciated about you. And like I'm saying, I think Nate would appreciate that too, because you have the gift of planning, which is a creative element in itself, because you're layering things almost like a painting, but it's like we're gonna do this, and this. And I might do the same thing on canvas and look back and be like, oh, this worked out beautifully like I expected it. And you have this knack to me to do the same thing with planning, where you say, we're going to do this, and this. And then the end result is like, dude, that was an awesome fucking night. If I had any doubts in my mind, they're gone by the end of the night. If I'm with Corey Jakelin in the car and we're driving down to see Doko Detention or whatever the fuck we're doing, it really works out. So
that was about to happen. I was ready to put the plan in place. Like I'm thinking about Tool right now. You know what I mean?
It's like, I know you are.
I'm ready to put the plan in place. I'm ready.
And those are things that we will definitely.
That's what I do for a living. That's why I'm a planner by trade. That's what I do.
But
it's you're right. It's sort of a knack, I guess, because it's like I get the vision in my head and then I just start fucking.
It's definitely a knack. It's an awesome knack.
Yeah, knack it up. Let's knack it.
So, yeah. So, guys, please check out Adam and Tyler.
And spread the word. You know, if you guys get out there, go on their social medias, share their stuff. I mean, honest to God, not everyone's into that, like, you know, more stoner rock, heavy, you know, whatever it is. But hey, I'm telling you, these guys are talented, and you just heard a little snippet. It's really good stuff.
This is a case of, you know, if you're in the right place at the right time, you're going to get discovered. Like these guys, the talent is there. The way that they write songs, put these things together, they're as good as any stoner band that's been around for years, in my opinion. I mean, they're just an awesome heavy hitting band, fun rock and roll band.
Yes, 100%.
So their new album comes out March 1st. It's going to be on mostly all formats.
Yeah, right. Like Apple iTunes, Music, all that stuff, and
Spotify, probably Amazon. I would imagine like Amazon Music or YouTube Music, but definitely iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp. I would probably encourage, because my own personal experience, the musicians make the most money off of that, which is kind of nice.
Go to Bandcamp, damn it.
Go to Bandcamp, damn it. Gosh dang doodly.
Cheers to Bandcamp, because they pay the artists more money, and they deserve it.
So we are moving on, my friends. We're gonna do Nate brought up a good point. Definitely an admirable thing that when Adam sent me the back of the album cover to format, he said, "Hey man, I got this idea. I threw some stuff in here," and I was like, "Oh cool." And then he sent me the back of the album, and it had some CKD paraphernalia. He had a little portion of something that Nate had made for him, so it was cool. You know, Adam's, you know, he really appreciates these connections and friendships that he's making. So you
can practically grab and put your hands on his sincerity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Greg says Crush, Kill, Destroy, and Night meet up sometime at one of their gigs. Absolutely.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
That in and of itself, and we'll talk about it more. Yeah. I know we're getting there.
Aside from
ideas, right? Like you talk. I mean, we've got ideas.
We've got ideas.
We've got ideas.
Our whole Corey and I are just hoping that the COVID restriction bullshit lifts, because then we're probably going to show up on most of your doorsteps and be like, "Hey man,
the gloves are coming off, baby.
The gloves are coming off. Cheers to Bandcamp.
Sober, traveling."
All right, let's reel ourselves back in, my friends, with our last flashback of 2021. Nate says we should make that happen for sure. I totally agree with him.
It's gonna happen.
So when we got to, it's actually funny, Corey, because when you started to talk about the stuff that I had kind of embraced in September, November, and then we did our last podcast, which was funny because it was we actually had to do it in the afternoon on a Sunday.
Yep.
Because it was the first time that we had an extreme time change. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
So we did a special Sunday afternoon the Crush Corner, which never stopped us from in drinking our libations. I tried to make it cool and smooth. I was drinking wine that day. And I think Big Rick was on there. He was like, "I can't get used to Jim drinking wine," and I was just like,
"Well, it was daytime, like you said.
It was 3 p.m, but
right.
we stayed on target with the typical time frame for the Crush Corner because it was 8 o'clock in London.
Yeah,
and that was Amy Naylor from the UK, and I think it's
like 5 or 6 hours ahead.
Yeah, it's 5 hours. I think the town is called Grimsby.
Grimsby.
So,
yes.
And it's interesting because Amy is a handpan player that I gravitated towards on YouTube to actually follow her.
She is amazing.
Follow her tutorials and try to learn a little bit more. And then I said, "Shit, man! Like, why don't I reach out to her and see if we could have her on?" And that was an incredible episode. She's just brims like positivity.
Yes.
And just we really had a great time listening to her play. Not only listening to her play, but chatting with her and stuff.
Absolutely.
So going from Adam and Tyler to this heavy rock music, which is the enigma of my own being, loving all these things. We're gonna take a look back on chatting with Amy, and I think this was actually there's a good reason for this video, because she actually, after we chatted and we which I'm still in touch with her to this day, we talk about handpan stuff all the time. She a recent video she posted of her playing. She's got a Crush Kill Destroy flannel on, which is cool because our Crush Kill Destroy flannel is in the UK somewhere. So
shit.
Amy Naylor, she radiates kindness and just incredibly talented. She doesn't just play the handpan. She plays several instruments. So let's take a little clip. This is, I think, original piece that she did. If I recall, this is off of her YouTube channel, which I'll put the link up to. So this is Amy Naylor.
Very cool.
Yeah, really cool stuff. So she's great, man. Like, I love her playing, and like I said, thinking in respects to this whole concept of this new segment, What You Crushing, what from our perspective of when we've talked to everyone and what they're up to now, she's definitely doing a lot of stuff. So she has
she's a teacher, right? She teaches the drum.
Well, she utilizes YouTube to do the tutorials online.
Yep.
Really incredible, very, very insightful. I know when we did that segment, a lot of people were really digging on that vibe. Like that was a perfect Sunday afternoon thing, and like so many people are into it. Dave,
we are Dave.
We are, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
As a group, we would like to establish and make it clear this is the Crush Crew, damn it.
God damn it. I'll drink to that on a Monday.
Clink. Clink. Clink.
Ready? Here we go.
So, I like that wacky facial stuff going on through the beer glass. That's pretty funny.
Trying to be creative, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So I've been, like I said, due to the connections that I've made through the vodcast has been incredible. I talked to Amy, and since we talked to her, she when we did that episode, she brought out a couple of hand pans. One was from Meridian, which is a hand pan maker in the UK.
Oh, okay.
So I started to research, investigate, and then I ended up getting a hand pan from them, and then I have one actually on the way from the same company. And company is probably too big a word to use because they're a very small, very personal kind of small business, I guess you could say. But so I was grateful that she mentioned it and talked about it and stuff, because I did end up getting a hand pan from the company.
Cool.
She's doing mad YouTube videos. A lot of I think she did get sponsored. I don't know if that's the right word, but kind of like ambassador status. So she's getting endorsed in a sense from
nice.
Meridian, which is really cool.
Yeah,
and she's recording. She's got a new album, and the same thing. Jump on Bandcamp, just like Adam and Tyler. I think it's the best way to go. She's got a bunch of music out there, and she is working on a hand pan album right now. So if you want to jump on Bandcamp and check out some of her stuff, I know she would appreciate that.
And I think you said too, she may or may not, depending on how things go, make her way to the States for some touring, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know if her intention is to actually play music, but I think more so if it kind of arises, she may play music.
Oh.
But she's possibly coming to the States, I believe, in the spring if things work out. And again, those connections that we hope for and look to meet people in real life and in real time. Let's hope that happens.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Christine says, "Hi, Tracy." I don't know if she's talking about my Tracy or Tracy. Very cool. She is fantastic. And you know what? Let me so guys, I want to this is kind of a lead into some of the stuff that Corey and I want to talk about for a little bit before it gets too late. This is another clip from Amy, and it was actually, I just want to make it clear that it was a long clip, and there were so many things in this that I wanted to touch on. But I tried to get the key points that I think are really related to the idea of Crush, Kill, Destroy. So we'll take a minute and a half to watch this clip, guys. It's super insightful, and I would encourage you to go back on YouTube, look up Amy Naylor, and watch this full thing, because it's really super cool. So you good to go, Corey?
I am good, brother.
Okay.
I am at home again. I can't go to the studio because I have COVID. I'm about halfway through my quarantine, and I'm feeling good. I'm very, very grateful, very blessed to have only had mild symptoms. But in this time and in this space, I've been playing a lot of handpan and reflecting a lot and spending a lot of time looking inward. And I've felt a shift in my playing, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about practice. Form an activity, exercise, or skill repeatedly or regularly in order to acquire, improve, or maintain proficiency in it. But for the last few days, I've been spending a lot of time on my own with not a lot of structure to the day, so I've been really making sure to give myself structure in my day. So this is where I want to share with you the second definition of practice, because I feel like this is more aligned with what I've been doing over the last few days. And that is, carry out or perform a particular activity, method, or custom habitually or regularly. An example it provides is, we still practice some of these rituals today. Whatever it is that you do in your day, in every day or every week or whatever, that is routine, that is regular, that is habitual, that you do with purpose, is a practice.
Yeah. So that's yoga for those that don't know, but that's what that is. It's about those movements, those flows, those things. And, that's why they call it a practice.
Yeah.
There's really no end, right?
No. I think her approach to talking about practice, and I think the thing that drew me to that particular clip was relating it to Crush, Kill, Destroy. Do what you do it damn good.
Yeah.
So it is whatever you do. So we can get lost in the word practice as like, I got to practice my guitar, I got to practice drawing, I got to practice this, and forget that it's. It just sounds kind of, practice isn't always the most inviting word. So,
and it's not always related to a physical thing either.
Right.
Right. I mean, practicing kindness, right? Kindness isn't necessarily a physical thing. Right?
Absolutely.
Or, just joy and things, it's I don't know. I agree. It's not, it's so much more than that.
So it's like, here she is, she's home, and she's got Kova and COVID. Yeah. Kova. I'm thinking about
Copacabana.
She's got
dealing with some shit, heavy shit.
Yeah, she's got COVID, and she's not, and depending on how we all, if we end up getting COVID, if it's severe or not severe, you have to find these creative ways of dealing with it. So that was her time at home, and making that video and talking about a practice. So I thought that was super cool, and I thought it was very highly relatable to Crush, Kill, Destroy. I don't know if
it's that mindset thing, right? Because that mindset thing, like if you're trying to create change for yourself in any quick way, physically, mentally, whatever it is, spiritually, it's like it takes effort, and that's sort of a practice, because every day you wake up, you still got to remember to, like, quote unquote, practice whatever that mindset is you're trying to instill in yourself. So if you're constantly waking up every day with a negativity, and then all of a sudden you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I get to a place where I'm waking up with a positivity? That's going to take some work or practice, because nothing changes just immediately. Usually things take some time, right? It doesn't just happen. It has to have some work and some structure and a plan, maybe. But
I'm trying to figure out Mary's comment here. If ? If, I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
If
it's a riddle.
It is a riddle. I really don't know what she said.
A riddle. Riddle, Batman.
But you would appreciate this too, Corey, because of she's you're talking about a practice or doing things repetitively and getting better at it, if that's the right word, but taking care of your knee and building the muscle, it's a repetitive thing over a period of time. So
absolutely,
just as you would build muscle, you have to, if you're changing your thoughts or having a different perspective on stuff and trying to accomplish stuff, you got to do that over a period of time. You're not going to just flip a switch and be like, today I'm a fucking asshole, but maybe tomorrow I'll be a better person. You know
know what they call that? That change, they call that cold turkey. Because you're turning your back on whatever you was immediately. You're not even allowing yourself for the transition, right?
Which is the
practice. Practice allows yourself for the transition, because you could fuck up. You can make a mistake, and that's okay, because if the bigger picture is there, right? Then you're just going to keep working toward that, and that's change, whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said that, because like I said, if you do go watch that whole video on YouTube from Amy, she talks about being less rigid with practicing the handpan she's referring to, but it's broader, and you'll see that if you watch the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Being less rigid and understanding, like you said, you will fuck up.
Yeah.
But you can restart and actually relaxing and not putting all these parameters. Like, you probably want to get from here to here with your knee and be like, fuck this fucking knee, but you understand it takes this to get there, and it's like you have to have that mentality, and you have to be willing to do that. And that's where a lot of people that they're just like, fuck this shit, you got to understand it takes time, it takes practice.
There's one word to describe what you're saying. Patience. And it's hard as fuck.
Which everything comes down to practice patience. So
practice patience, dude. I've been in sort of a holding pattern with the knee. I have made some good strides, but it's like I'm already now. I want to get a little further along, but it's like I can't just drop, the cane I'm on. I got to use the cane.
Drop the cane.
I'm not ready to drop the cane.
No, drop the cane.
But I'm not on crutches.
So you come to these,
patience. There's everything's like a little phase, little stepping stones, milestones, whatever the hell you want to call them. But that's how change gets done.
Yeah.
Because anyone that wants to sit there and think they can eat the elephant in one bite, they're wrong. Because you can't do it. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Your mouth is never going to open wide enough for that fucking beast. No way.
So Mary was referring to, I think she was referring to, I was saying if you get COVID and you have to, and she was saying if, maybe when at this point we're imagining most people may get some kind of COVID and have to deal with it whatever way they deal with it. I think that I've been walking the streets at night just trying to get it right. Are those actual song lyrics, Nate, or are you just being super profound with us right now? That's pretty awesome. I like it too. I'm gonna write it down.
I like it.
I'm writing it down.
No, but that's one of the things about Amy that was really cool about having her on too, because like you again, I think there's something there with the drum, because there's a certain level of the spirituality that gets connected through it, and then that leads to just deep thought. I mean, and the rhythm of the drum, and then just listen to what she was just talking about, comparing the two like forms of practice.
Again, really, go back and watch that, dude, because
I gotta check it out.
Makes the connection with the drum, and
that's what's really cool.
Yeah, so it's super
awesome
cool
stuff.
I think talking about this stuff and a lot of the points that you're making and whatnot, I think it's a good time. There was a really great promo that you felt strongly about that you talked about a couple of things, and we kind of edited and got it down to a really concise idea that we put out a while ago. So this was your promo.
Oh, my promo?
That I want to play because I think it was super cool. Plus, you're pretty goddamn handsome. So let's take a look at it. If you didn't see this promo, shame on you, damn it. This is Corey's promo from a while back, and we're going to revisit. We're going to put it back on a CKD's social media.
Let's do it, everyone. This is Corey, goes to the Crush Corner, proud supporter of CKDclothing.com. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had folks stop me and ask me about the brand. Crush, Kill, Destroy. What's that all about? It sounds kind of scary. I'd say to them, well, the unknown can be scary. So get on over to the website, CKDclothing.com. Go to the About page so you can learn a little bit more about the brand. But these shirts, like 100% Till Death, Don't Sleep, True Self, these are all just reminders and badges of what we already know today. Just to keep pushing through, keep getting after it, be true to yourself, do something every day to help yourself be better than the day before. Wear your badge and wear it proudly. Thanks. Do what you do. Do it damn good.
What a bad.
Oh, it's great.
What a badass, dude.
Oh.
I really do. Yeah, I really love that you came up with that concept or idea of especially, as much as everything we do, we want to depending on the moment, we want to get deep about shit. We want to rock out. Want to do this one. When it comes down to it, you're bringing it back to the idea of crush, kill, destroy in the product. Which is always is difficult for me to say because I just want to give stuff away, and it wasn't built on an idea that I was going to be this, make a shitload of money off this stuff. It was just something I felt strongly about, and in the fruition has come to these connections that we made. So I really do love Crush, Kill, Destroy, but that idea of wearing the product or the sayings or the logo as a badge, that rings very loud with me. So I really appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, we could spend a whole nother 2 hours talking about stuff like this, but at the end of the day, mental attitude, mental strength, very important, right? It's hard to keep it for a whole shit ton of reasons, especially over the last couple of years.
Shit ton.
We could all relate in every way, shape, or form, right? Whether it's not like in your case, Jim, there's many people like in your case who are business owners. Yeah. Have to deal with all that kind of stuff. Employees getting sick, people this, people that. It's so easy to then become like, just so way down that you can't, see the forest through the trees, so to speak, right? You're just like wallowing, and depression comes in, and sadness and whatever else. All this stuff can happen. But you have a choice. You got a choice to change the way you're thinking. That's up to you. And the way I look at things like this, you just look down, or it's the warm blanket that's just wrapped around you that kind of gives you that extra little shot that everything's gonna be all right, because it's all up here anyway. There's so much in life we can't control, right? Bottom line, there's so much, but how we react to it, how we deal with it, how we approach it, and how we work through whatever it is totally up to us, 100%. And that's where I see the brand. Just for me, it speaks to me like that. It's just so, like, again, the idea of crush, kill, destroy, I always think of it in my head as like a buzzsaw. It's like ripping right through, like whatever it is, it's just ripping. And, it's just focused, it's determined, it's not going to stop, it's going to keep going. And it's just, it could get tired, it could get the blade worn out, but it's not going to stop. It's going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
And that's how I perceive the brand. And I hope others do too. And I get it. Like you said it earlier. We talked about it before.
Yeah.
Crush, kill, destroy sounds all this like ominous, sort of like whatever. And that's why hopefully like people go out there, find that clip, send it to people. It's not ominous. It's not ominous at all. Nope. God damn it. You go on ESPN tonight, right now. I bet you right now they'll use all three of those words at least in the 1 hour to describe either a really good freaking, home run, football pass, or whatever. It doesn't matter. So the stuff is out there. It's just we're using it to try to drive a positive mental attitude. That's what we're trying to do.
It is funny too that you said that too, because I think even starting or getting the brand going and making that decision for me personally, where I was like, it when it came to me, I didn't backpedal at all, because it was comical at first, because it was a saying that it was something my dad adapted from an old sci-fi movie, and he said, right. It evolved into CKD, which as a product, it was a little less threatening when you take out the crush, kill, destroy. But it just I said I sat down, I drew up the logo, and I was like, this is it. This is what it has to be. This is what it has to be.
If people take the time to go and do what I said, they'll learn exactly where it comes from. And they'll see that it's just like you just said. It's something that your dad said. It's related to an old sci-fi show. It's not. We're not trying to create people going out there and crushing, killing, destroying. This isn't about that. It's about internal. It's just like what Amy said. Looking inside. That's what it's all about. It's about
it's nice to see it take its own shape with some of the guests we've had on, because people they'll take their own idea of it and then they'll kind of spit it back to us, so to speak, and then we're able to create more products with I know we talked about it, and I'm sure I feel like it was Michelle Wins when we had her on, that was crushing crushing goals, killing negativity and destroying obstacles. Someone along the line. Then you and I talked about it, and you brought it up to me again. And
you got it on a shirt,
right? And that's the beauty of what kind of happens with the product and everything, and it's super cool. So
no, and that's the thing. I think hopefully, we can embrace everyone here. It's jumping on, and all the people that are appreciative of everything that we're doing here and the brand, and they can just help keep sharing like what it is. Like you see any kind of post from me or Jimmy or through the brand or wherever, just share the shit out of it. Just
share the shit out of it.
Here's the thing. And I think Jimmy and I, we've had this conversation, like by now, we would have loved to have probably been to, I don't know, 5 states, like somehow tied into a local event where we've got a booth set up and we've got some stuff and we're, taking orders for things or whatever the case may be, spreading the message, spreading the love, spreading everything. And then just keeping everything moving forward in that direction. But obviously we've been dealing with COVID, doing all this other stuff. So it's kind of held us back. So the only thing we have is this platform, right? Yeah. And then obviously the website and other social media stuff. But we're doing the best we can. But your help would be great to just keep sharing, just share posts, share things, just everything. It'd be great.
Absolutely. This is really cool. Greg says me and Buddy had some CKD shirts on at Clutch New Year's Eve show next morning and had a few people stop us and say they had some shirts, which is
that's really cool.
Awesome. Totally appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Liz, I start my day with my CKD coffee mug every morning. Helps set me up for success to read that every day. Yeah, that's what we hope for. These ideas, of course, your sister chimed in. Corey's cussing. She likes to point
what up, yo?
The very important stuff. It's too funny. These ideas and the way that they came about, like I mentioned before, are all stemmed from my dad, who was the most badass nerd on the planet of the earth. This is the man.
Get a great bologna sandwich too.
A great bologna sandwich. This is Andy Lopresti.
There he is.
This is the OG CKD motherfucker.
Cheers.
So this is the guy that chased me around the house in a robot fashion of sci-fi film, saying "Crush, Kill, Destroy." And just so y'all know, this is where it stems from.
Hey, Allison.
This is the what the product is built on. So it's real deal stuff.
And see, this is what I mean, right? I mean, if people take the time, and this is where your help again, sharing and trying to pass it on. If, like I said in my message, you go to the website, you go to the about page, you're going to learn it. That like, what did you just describe him as? What'd you say? The nerd?
The OG CKD guy?
No, but you said something else before that. But the OG CKD
OG nerd.
Yes.
Because he had like a pocket protector. So
That's right. But you could see that there's nothing. I mean, everything about it is pure. Is the point? There's nothing negative about it.
Yeah, and I think that was our intention in with connecting with people was being pure and honest and appreciating what
people do, what
the blue collar person or the everyday person does. When we started this podcast or vodcast, it was you were my first guest, and then we decided let's team up and do this and have a good time with it. And we chatted with people that influenced us as kids.
Yes.
And as we were putting product out and connecting and making some small amount of sales and just having a good time with it, our reach got a little further, which was the beauty of it. But it still maintained this level of the real deal person. We could sit back and try our hardest to get celebrities on here, and then that might be cool too if they were a cool fucking person. But it's really about that down to earth connection that we absolutely love. So
and
here's
and
to
that we have had
all the badass nerds out there.
Here is To the badass nerds, Jimmy.
Let me. So we let me do a little product thing. I think a cool thing, because we're still in the winter. We got a couple of cool months going on, and Amy had a flannel on in the last video that we showed. Just know that we do have flannels available. They're very limited, but they're super cool, man. And I have to get you
They are super
our
cool.
little flannel promo, and then we'll start to wind down.
The idea of style and competing for the best style is the key to all forms of rocking.
Fucking flannels, man.
Those really are sweet, though.
Fucking flannels.
Flannel!
The dorks. We love the dorks too.
We love the dorks.
Damn it. The dorks and the nerds unite.
The dorks, the nerds. We
So
love
this-
them all. Fun people.
So yeah, Corey, I mean, the future of CKD and what we would like to do next,
So
it all rests on the state of the fucking world, which we all know, but we're gonna do the best we can to.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So I think Greg mentioned it earlier, and I mean, how we talk and whatever, and like you mentioned before about the planner in me or whatever.
Yeah.
Most things will start with some sort of vision, right? So whether it's here in Connecticut or it's someplace, but like, Jimmy and I would absolutely love to be able to do some sort of, a cool, I mean, we think about it, music-y type festival, for example, where, we can bring everybody together, have a thing, we can look to, not only bring people together, but actually, maybe raise money for a couple causes, right? I mean, there's so many good things we could try to do positively
Absolutely.
from this sort of thing. So, trust me, him and I, we think about things and have all sorts of ideas. It's crazy, but right now with everything going on, it's really hard to just put them all into motion, unfortunately. So
I think, I mean, the bottom line is that our intentions are there.
Yes.
When we have a little more freedom to move about this world and crush, kill, destroy more things, it will happen. So we're gonna. I like this. Mary said crush.
Yeah. Well,
2022, maybe, possibly.
CKD Fest was always in my head, but yeah,
CKD
no,
Fest.
you're right there, Mary. I mean, that's it. And to plan it honestly, Greg, I'd be happy to. I mean, to sit down with Jimmy and just put something fun together, because trust me.
Yeah,
we've talked, and we can make a lot of really cool, fun things happen. I mean, it's not that hard to do. It's just getting this freaking sort of situation we're all dealing with a little bit more stabilized, so we can just
absolutely forward. Yeah. I think when the time is right, basically what you're saying, when the time is right and we have the opportunity, when opportunity meets desire, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna have a good time. We're going to continue to bring people together the best way that we can, like-minded people in a positive light. And in the meantime, we're gonna get our groove back going on with the Crush Corner.
Yeah,
we're
groovy.
We are groovy. We got a couple of guests that we've talked to, that we've chatted with, and that we are going to be setting stuff up within the next couple weeks. We hope to get back to our groove, as long as weather, COVID bullshit doesn't interfere with our intentions. We definitely will be returning. I think Monday nights for now is what we're going to do. As we get into the spring and stuff, we'll see how things kind of play out. But
trust me, one thing is definitely for sure. We totally appreciate all of you.
Yeah.
Always.
You know what?
Like
we had
the connections that we've made, and it's bigger than the brand in some ways, right? It's like
it really is.
It's a nice feeling to know that, the embracement of the brand happened, but then there's just relationships that have occurred that have become phenomenal. So thank you all. And look at Roy's drinking.
Yeah. Roy's he's been through the mill, man. He's had it rough. He's had a rough time, but he's hanging in there, man.
Appreciate you, Roy. You go, boy.
Oh, buddy, Roy. Thank you. So I'm glad we had a recap on the past guests. Dave, love you, Dave. Liz, same thing. Thanks for being inspiring and
Nate.
continue.
I feel like Roy looks. That's classic.
Nathan. Yeah. Adam and Tyler. I wish Adam could have popped on tonight. Maybe he's writing some new music.
Adam and Tyler, bravo.
And of course, Amy's sound asleep because it's like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something like that.
Like 1:30 or some shit.
Yeah, totally.
We appreciate you, Christine. We know you work. We get gifts from you.
Yes, Christine is.
We get it
at this point. You can throw around the word friend loosely, especially with what social media has created. And when we get a friend and we friend people, and we friend, I have 1,000 friends, but
a lot of friending going on.
As I've said, we've been fortunate to use this platform to make real connections, and then they kind of pan out into people in the flesh, so to speak, who say, hey, we're gonna get together, we're having a drink, we're gonna fucking hang out, and it's like it's a beautiful thing. So I appreciate that stuff.
I can't wait for more of it to happen.
More. I definitely what is this? Mary's family. I like that.
Family.
That's something that Steve
I like it.
Brule would say on the Dr. Brule. You ever see that? You gotta see that. We'll find something later. Family.
Family.
But I think this was an awesome episode. We're so glad to be back doing this stuff. I had a killer time. It was excellent. I'm stoked about this new lo-fi music that we got going on in the background. We got a couple of choices here. So like Corey said, spread the word. CKD.com, CKDclothing.com. Use your social media platform and just
spread that word. Woo! Spread the word, yo.
I'm in the arcade tonight. I'm gonna play some games. The beautiful and equally scary thing is that you have this stuff. This stuff is kind of out there forever. It's a time capsule. Kim, come on, Kim.
Come on.
You love it. Don't front, Kim.
Everyone.
You know you love it. Stop it.
Cheers, sis.
All right, Corey. This was an excellent time.
Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you for everything.
A shit ton of work. You put all the fun things, all the bells and whistles you put around this, man. It's fun. I'm glad we're back.
Liz says we crack. I love the my singing. You know what, Kim? I'll have to go back and listen to that because I don't even remember singing. Christine is dying to get me to shave, which is definitely not going to happen. She would actually.
You're wizard bound. You want wizard beard.
Yeah, she would regret it too, because there was a horrid face underneath this white hair. It's not coming off. Trust me.
That's not true.
I'm not exposing the double chin. Ain't gonna happen.
Oh, it's great, brother, man.
Before Corey and I start to lose our minds, I think that we must sign off. This has been
fall asleep in our old age.
The first of many episodes of the Crush Corner to come.
I can't wait. 2022's coming at
2022. Please, guys, be safe out there. Let's get through this fucking bullshit and
be safe, everybody.
Do the best we can. That's it.
That's all you can do is the best you can. That's it.
I guess my best wasn't good enough. Oh wait, we're supposed to end the broadcast before we get weird. I forgot about that part. Okay.
That's right. We didn't shut the mics off. We got hot mics.
Oh God. Oh jeez. The comments are coming in. Uniform clip, please. She asked for it, but I don't know if she's really that's probably gonna happen. If she really wants that, I'm definitely gonna send her a uniform clip.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks for thanks, Nate.
For bet, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Nate.
Yeah.
Thank
Get
you,
healthy. Get healthy, Nate. All right, Corey, my man.
Brother, man.
I will
always fun. Appreciate you.
I will catch you on the Crush Corner after hours.
Yes, you will.
All you suckers want to get on the Crush Corner afterward, you got to get a Patreon account. Thank you guys so much. We love you and appreciate you.
We do.
Before Corey starts throwing pieces of clothing to the ceiling fan, we better sign off. So be well, everyone. Do what you do. Oh my God. It's happening. Thank you guys so much. Crush, kill, and destroy, as always. We'll catch you on the internets, and until we can, keep an eye on social media and keep up with what's going on with ckdclothing.com.
Yes,
and then we'll
please
see you in real life, hopefully, in the future. Cheers.
Peace.
Peace, my friends.